Hello everyone. So with the new topic of how to create YouTube thumbnail using PowerPoint's simple tool, let's see how we can make essentially good looking thumbnails with PowerPoint without using complex tools. So first thing first, you select the rectangle tool in order to make a very prominent heading, whatever the topic is that you're going to have on YouTube channel or YouTube video. I would suggest to have the maximum available font size so that this becomes prominent when it comes on top of the video thumbnail. A very essential thing to select in this case is the color. So far what I have understood, you use the yellow one as the background and the black as the font color. This becomes the most prominent when it comes to the visibility in the thumbnails area. You select the size based on the rectangle size. I recommend to have the size of rectangle bigger than the font. You then pull up the artwork or the picture that you have. For example, in this video we are going to show the drones, how the drones are looking like, or how to get the best 4K shots of the drones. And on the bottom of the thumbnail you kind of copy and paste the same let's say format that we have, and then modify the topic or the title or the description of the video if you will. The only thing that you might want to change is the orientation of top and bottom banner. The bottom banner is supposed to be let's say a bit subtle in nature. The top banner or the top heading should be more prominent and more appealing or more catchy. You then adjust the size of your, let's say, thumbnail artwork, and just to add a little bit factor of homogeneous background filling, I would put a circle, and I would try to put it behind the entire artwork. This will give me a very nice looking half and half kind of arrangement. If I put it to the backgrounds, now it matches the color of my drone background, so it looks like a simple and uniform artwork. And if you look carefully, I have selected only two colors, the black and the yellow one, so that things are kind of more synchronous and the colors are matching. Now, few things that you can add on top of it just to make it more, let's say, appealing is if you play with the tools available within PowerPoint. For example, the 3D tools, you can increase the size of the rectangle height, and you can increase the 3D let's say base level of it as well. In that case, your, let's say, your uh, heading will be more appealing. Now, in order to add a subscribe button, you kind of copy and paste the same format that you have on the bottom description banner. However, you would like to convert it into a red color, because subscribe button is typically on the with the red color. It's always the red color. One thing that you notice is that if you play with the auto fit setting of the PowerPoint rectangle object, it would give you the best optimal fitting in terms of the text wrap or reshape. You kind of twist it a little bit just to add a factor of creativity into it. And I don't want to have so many details on the subscribe button, so I kind of make it short. If you see the rectangle size is going outwards and extending the boundary of it, so you can select the wrap or auto fit settings. However, if you see not much of space is available on the left and right, it's kind of tight in nature, you can, after adjusting the height and 3D properties or orientation properties of the subscribe button, you might want to increase a little bit of margin on the left and right so that it appears nicely starting and nicely ending within the rectangle, if you will. So this now is the final, let's say, thing that we have. I have my shapes, spherical shapes going outside the boundaries. I'll adjust them a little bit. If you see carefully, now we have the factor of a little bit of creativity, a little bit of let's say simplicity as well. And you did not need to have anything complex to do the job. Next step is you export the file as JPG file, if you will. You save it as a picture so that you can upload it to the YouTube channel. Save it anywhere in the form of a JPG. If you, another thing to notice here is if you download it as typical JPG, it will be saved as a very low definition file. So in the Windows settings, I probably should make another video out of it. If you increase the DPI or pixel setting on the Windows default save, you might have, let's say, a privilege to save it with a high definition JPG. So I set it on 400 pixels. So that's how whenever I save a file as JPG, I have a very high definition file exported. For example, let me open it. If I go to my folders on the other screen, here, I pull it here. If you can see, it's a very high definition, not ultra high definition, if you will, but at least it's fairly acceptable for YouTube thumbnails to be uploaded, and without any difficulty, you can utilize it. Once you save it, it's ready for the import. Once you go to your channel settings, there you have provision to upload the thumbnail. You select the file and you apply. This is how you can include it in the first frame of the video as well, but I would recommend to put it as a separate upload, because if you make it as a separate upload, you can always have a provision to change it. For example, if you want to add 30 million views, I don't know, it's a big number, let's say 30,000 views, you can put one small description on top of it, or you can say new word, so that the viewer can say it's a new video. So this was it. I hope it was helpful, and I'll be coming up with more videos how to effectively let's say create the logos or the thumbnails which are more appealing and which are carrying the right information. I would never recommend to use a thumbnail which is absolutely catchy in nature, and once the user goes into the video, the thumbnail, the details or whatever, let's say clickbait you wanted to use, does not exist. That would be a very negative point. So try to keep the, let's say, the thumbnail as true as possible, and it should be standing out, but it shouldn't be carrying any information which is not available or provided within the video. So it works well in the beginning if you provide the misleading thumbnail, but very soon people realize that you are kind of luring them into the clickbait. Thank you very much for viewing, and we will see each other in coming videos. Until then, bye bye.